Shalom. This is a Asar Basharallah, our last day camp. And first and foremost, I look up our praises, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son in the proper true Hebrew tongue. Call, Laah, Yah Bashem Ashai, Bashem Arukah Kudas Ma'amaf. Also, double to the elders and the apostle of GMS. And double to mine as well, Aharam Basharallah. Peace and blessings to the 1/3. And salutations to those for elect. This lesson is going to go on free will, and how ultimately we don't have free will is ultimately set up by the Most High Yahweh Shema Shai. He preordained everything and predestined everything to happen. We just people in the script or people in a book, and it's already wrote and we just playing it through. So that's how the world is. That's how the world has always been. For the past 7,000 years, or ever since humanity has been here. So since Adam was given breath, it was already ordained for even for Eve to be tricked through the spirit of Satan, ultimately Esau, man. And getting tricked and all that, all the curses and everything, the enslaving of our people to happen, everything was meant to happen, and most of the people don't even know that we are the true children of Israel, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans are the true children of Israel, and we were enslaved because we pushed the Lord wrath back in Egypt when we were just recently taken out of Egypt through Yahweh Shema Shai, through Moses, through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, Then we got foot right back in slavery, and then we were lost as a people, and then we were woken up again through the spirit of the Lord, and through this prophets that the Lord sent, like our Bibbins, and the other prophets that have kept the law or knew the prophecy. And now, you have brothers that know both, and that's a good thing to have. The law and the prophecy go, hand in hand. But you got to keep, you got to know the right doctrine. You got to know a lot, and you got to study to show yourself approved, as every man should, But I'm going to get this in Psalms chapter 37, verse 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. So come, man. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. So ultimately, the Lord orders our people, and of course the men that are actually true in the truth with sincerity, just keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, that know the right doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai, is ultimately ordered by the Most High to have do that, to have done that, and are doing that. Yahweh Zah, I'm one of the elect, I'm one of the Lord's good men, that was ordered to not only just go out on highways and byways, but do be the elect as well, and he delighteth in his way. So kind, man. The Lord ordered. He don't order good, man. He order all. He order all things. He ordered the demons. He ordered the women. He ordered the heathens on the left hand side. He orders our people. This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 9. A man's heart devises his way, but the Lord directed his steps. So kind, man. So people that believe that that they have free will because they can do stuff, because they can make decisions, that they can choose. I want to have a red shirt instead of a blue shirt today. They think that's free will, but no. Ultimately, it was set up for you to do that anyways. And even Esau nowadays, they got even more theories and all that. They got any more theatrics. Like theater, all these different types of things that they have. Of course, heathens, Esau. They believe like multiverse. They think if one day if say you going down the street, you go right, it's another universe where you go left. Nah, It's we in this right here, and this is gonna happen. And the Lord ordered it to happen. The Lord made it happen. So it's no free will. You know, the Lord ultimately uh had to happen to us. And some people will say, well, if the Lord did all that on purpose, why would He do that? Well, what you call it? Would you rather, like, some people can get beat up or uh get sent to jail, or their family member might pass away? Why would the Lord allow that to happen? Well, it's supposed to happen. If anything, the Lord works in mysterious ways, and passing away isn't even a bad thing, because for our people, passing away, that would be a good thing for the people that are lost. For 2/3, when they pass away in this world, they really at peace now, because they were lost, and now they can go back to the Father now, and they gonna know that they need to be there, because being on here on earth in this hellhole, man. Hell meaning a low condition is bad for them. It's bad for their mind. It's bad for their money. For their body. Because most of our people, they eat bad. They think bad. They just want to be bad. And ultimately, the Lord said to help it to happen. But when they pass away, they at peace now. So yeah, you have people say, why did this happen on purpose? And of course, Jake, people around my age, they all were like, well, why he let slavery happen? They, we all young Jakes, and they now they like atheists basically, because they don't believe in God and denounce God or whatever. He not paying, God not paying my bills. They'll say Jeebus, they'll say Caesar Brazil or whatever. They'll say Jesus not paying my bills. Well, that's true. That's Caesar Brazil. That's the devil. But ultimately, we were put in slavery because we moved the Lord to wrath. It wasn't for our destruction. We read the scriptures. You'll know. Try to do better for yourself and for your mind. You know, for comment. Ultimately, a man's heart. Of course, a woman's or a man's heart devises their way. But ultimately, it's set up by the Lord Yahweh Shemashah to do that. This is First Thessalonians chapter 4. I'm start at verse 1. Furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Lord Yahweh, that as ye have received of us how ye ought to walk and please Yahweh, so ye will abound more and more. Verse 2. For ye know what commandments we gave you by the Lord Yahweh, for this is the will of Yahweh, even your sanctification, that ye should abstain from fornication. So come, man, ultimately, go along this time, and even now, the Lord set it up for everything to happen, man. The Lord set up for us to be sanctified, and for in the days of old, for prophets to be sanctified, and go away from their wickedness, and keep the commandments of Yahweh Shemashah, and try to please the Lord Yahweh Shemashah more and more, and bound by the Lord more and more. So kind of, you'll see in the scriptures, man. It was through the will of Yahweh, you know, that is happening, and even, of course, now for the known existence, in the days of old and now, it was ultimately set up by Yahweh for all this to happen, for the prophets, to do what he's doing now, for the men of the Lord to do what they're doing now, you know. This is Matthew chapter 28, verse 18. And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Verse 19, go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and the Holy Ghost. Verse 20, teaching them to observe all things, whatever so I commanded you, and lo, I am with you always, even to the end of the world. So come, man. Ultimately, it was given unto Yahweh uh, uh, to have all the power of heaven and earth. And now what's he doing right now? He's sitting on the right hand side of the Father. The Father ordained that to happen. And ultimately, the Father ordains everything. He don't just ordain that. He ordains everything. It's, as I said, it's like a it's like a book, and we the characters, and we just going through the book. A very long book, but to Yahweh Shai, and to the Most High has been 14 days. It that's that's not even a long book for real. And we almost out of here. We almost out of the pre-written book. We finna be able to have the kingdom. The men of the Lord, the elect. We're gonna have that, and we're gonna be eternal. We're gonna be immortal. We're gonna have righteousness reign over everything. We're gonna have peace. No more wickedness. Esau gonna be enslaved, then they're gonna be destroyed after 1,000 years. Same as the heathen, they're gonna be enslaved and have some form of living. You know, so we're gonna have that, and that's gonna be beautiful. You know, but now you have people think we don't have. I mean, you have people think they have free will and that they can do anything. Well, if you have free will, my the elder said, a hard one. Yeah, I said if you have free will, then will yourself not to die. You can't do that. No human can do that. Only the Most High can do that. So if you really have free will self to fly. Will yourself to breathe underwater. You can't do none of these things. Only the Lord can do that. He did that for Adam. He do that for the chariots, but you can't do it yourself. Uh, what you call it? So no man can do that for himself. On the Most High can give him take away his stomach so he won't have to eat, or take away his lungs so you don't have to breathe. You can go in the water or like a chair. How the chair just fly. No propulsion system like how Esau say. No propulsion system. They just fly through the wheel. Y'all boss it, my shot. Simple as that. And it sound unbelievable. To the brother, to anyone that's not really believing in this. But through y'all busting my shot, anything is possible. This First Corinthians chapter 1 verse 21. For after that, in the wisdom of Yahweh, the world by wisdom knew not Yahweh. It pleased Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. So ultimately the Lord knew that some of our people, some of his people didn't really didn't know him. They knew not the Father, man. They knew not Yahweh. And 2/3, of course, that's predestined. That's predestination right there. 2/3 of our people gonna be destroyed, and 1/3 in 100 per 1,000 elect men are gonna be saved. And for the elect men, they gonna be saved through Yahweh by the foolishness of preaching, man. That was preordained, man. And ultimately, this is Jeremiah chapter 1 verse 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. So man. Ultimately it was preordained for even the prophets. The prophets, it was preordained to be prophets, to be the elect. Just like now, it's preordained for any other elect that other elect right now to be the elect. It was set up that way. That's why you have that number, 100,000. We know that, but of course, it was set up to have that number, and now we looking for those men. It was because that was set up by Yahweh to happen. And before thou camest forth out the womb, I sanctified thee. So man. The Lord sanctified any prophets, going for any prophet. And now in the days that we in, he sanctified all the elect, the 100,000 men. He sanctified the 1/3, to be saved. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nation. So man. Before we was even born, before we was even formed in the belly, man. When we were still in the kingdom, man. We were still asleep. When we were still resting, the Lord ordained us to be prophets. The Lord ordained us to believe unto Yahweh Shemashah. And I go for men, women, children. That's not even that just believe in Yahweh Shemashah. This is John chapter 15 verse 16. You have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you, that ye shall go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give you. So come, man. The Lord didn't, we didn't choose the Lord chose us, you know. Because even in the saying that, the truth, was given to me. That's true right there. It was given me by Yahweh Shema. So I can't say I found the truth, and I chose it, and ultimately it was ultimately for me to be chosen anyway. Of course, in a sense, yeah, I chose it. My mind said this is what you need to do. But ultimately, the Lord gave me that mindset. The Lord gave me that law, that to think that this is how I need to be saved. This is what I need to do. So it's giving us to bring forth fruit. Find plant a seed. Reach one, teach one. That's what we're trying to do here. All in all throughout the four corners of the earth. All throughout the whole planet, man. You have brothers just like that know that they have a purpose in life, not just to get money, not just to work for the rest of their life, not just to cause you probably have some brothers that's homeless right now that's doing the work. That's they don't the best thing they can do is do that, man. Worship the Lord Yahweh in my side, just like the prophet, before us, being being in the woods with camel and eat honey, and locusts. To do that, that's righteous, because we don't need to beg. We have everything in our disposal, but of course we don't fully have it, because through wickedness and Esau and the heathens. But of course, after the system is done away with, we're gonna have that back. The Lord is gonna give that back to us. We're gonna have the wilderness again. We're gonna have the forest and the planet back, because Esau gonna lose his grip on this world. Because it was given to him. And just like anything given, it can be taken away. This is Ephesians chapter 1 verse 4. According as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahweh Shai Mashiach to himself, according to the good pleasures of his will. So come, man. According as he have chosen us in him before the foundation of the world. So come, man. Before the foundation of the world, man. The Lord chose us. Before it was formed in the belly, the Lord chose his elect men in the 1/3, and he chose who to be wicked, which is Esau, and lead the world into destruction, and lead 2/3 of our people into destruction. The heathens and Esau. It's as I said, it's predestination. It's pre-written. It's pre-everything, because the Lord already knew it was gonna happen before it happened. So no free will. Everything happens for a reason. But of course, not everyone knows the reason. You can try to figure it out. It don't hurt your mind, because the Lord do work in mysterious ways. But ultimately, yeah, we don't have free will. And the Lord preordained everything. The Lord, uh, the Lord guides us. So, y'all, that's all. That was an edifying lesson. With that, I want to say shalom.